they're known for their bathrooms, believe it or not.
I like food, food tastes good. I like food, food tastes good. Juicy burger, juicy fight. Chili, Amy, Robin, side. Teenage good, what type of two? Got my way or I'll eat you. I like food, food tastes good. I like food, food tastes good.
And welcome back to another episode of Yo Eat This with me, Mike Severns at Hungry Realtor, and Mark Fumo at Food with Foom. Mark, how are you doing today?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
We got a lot to talk about. We've been on the road a lot.
Yes,
We got a
so
lot of traveling over the last 3 months.
that's one of the reasons why the past couple episodes have been few and far between. Mark and I have both been on family vacations. One vacation was a little overnighter that we did together at Great Wolf Lodge. We're going to talk about that. I went to Costa Rica, and Mark, you went to Florida. Tell me, how did that start out for you?
So we drove to Florida because of airfare and everything is just through the roof. So we drove. It took me, give or take, 16 hours with all the stops and everything. So we drive overnight. We should get there in the morning. But we have to talk about is Buc-ee's, because Buc-ee's is the greatest. It's not even a gas station. I can't even describe what it is. But
Is it like a Wawa?
no. It's like Wawa times 1,000.
Oh
You'll
wow!
start to see signs for Buc-ee's 200 miles out from where Buc-ee's is. It's in the first one you hit going south is in Florence, South Carolina. So 200 miles out, there you see the big sign, Buc-ee's 200 miles away. And then every 20, 30 miles, and it starts to get down. And finally, it's like Buc-ee's is next. And people have told me about Buc-ee's saying, oh, it's cool, check it out. I think they started out in like Tennessee and Texas, like that area, and they're starting to come east.
Interesting.
And I'm like, and I drove to Florida a year and a half ago, and my son's like, pull over. I'm like, it's a gas station. I'm not pulling over. I don't need gas. I want to go. I should have pulled over. He was right. I was wrong. Buc-ee's is a Target, a Home Goods, a gas station, a barbecue pit, a bakery, a everything in one. I hit it 3:00 in the morning. Okay, that's by the time I got to South Carolina, and there was 3 guys dressed in the uniform with the hat, saying howdy, welcome to Buc-ee's, howdy, and I just like howdy, like that line. And then there's this pit in the middle, and there's just guys chopping pork and briskets,
Like a barbecue pit in the middle of the place?
Yeah, like you smell it from when you pull up.
Oh wow!
And you get out of the car, like this is 3:00 in the morning, and there's sandwiches, and they have like desserts. They had like key lime pie in a cup, and like just crazy shit. I'm like, holy shit. They're known for their bathrooms, believe it or not. They're spotless.
Interesting.
God, there's just urinals, like just road. I can't. It's so massive, and like truckers like it. They had showers and all that other stuff. But the food was good. That's the crazy part. It's not even like it was Wawa. This isn't like a sizzling or like a Wawa gobbler garbage that you get at Wawa. I got the pork, and it was really, really good. Gentleman let me taste it. He had no problem. Because I said, I've never been here. What should I try? He's like, taste this pork. So I tried the pork. Yeah, so we had a pork sandwich. All right, so he couldn't give me a sample of the brisket because something. So, but Van, you're the man. So we got a pork. What time is it?
Like 3.
I think it's later than 3. 3:25 in the AM. Pretty loaded. It's good. It's a good bun. And it doesn't taste like it's been sitting. I mean, it's 3:00 in the morning. This tastes really, really fresh. This pork's good. $7, I thought it was a little excessive. But it's a good sandwich. We gassed up, and then we drive, and then the next one was in St. Augustine, Florida. I think it was. So that was maybe like 3.5, 4 hours further down the road. We pull over again. The signs start. We pull over again, and then they had breakfast, and I had like a biscuit.
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah.
You stopped twice?
I stopped 3 times.
Oh my goodness.
I got a shirt. There's Buc-ee the Beaver. You can take a picture with him. Listen, by the time when I hit the last one in Daytona, it's like mid-morning, and I thought it was busy at 3. This place was swamped.
Wow.
Swamped. Like there's so many pumps, and they have charging stations. They sell. Then it looks outside. It's like a Home Depot. There's grills that they sell and fire pits. It's insane. And Buc-ee's is awesome. And that's the only reason I think I would drive back down there is to go to Buc-ee's.
Huh.
As stupid as that sounds. Buc-ee's was the stop.
I'm
We saw a
intrigued.
sign, we pulled over, and we hit them all the way back.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
incredible. I've driven down. It was before Buc-ee's. We're
Yeah.
talking 10 years ago is the last time I drove. But uh, I think now my next trip I might
You
I
gotta
might
find
try
next time you go, you find out. Make sure there's a Buc-ee's within like 50 miles.
yeah.
Because, like I said, they're all over Texas and Tennessee, and I think they're in Louisiana, and they're starting to work their way, to the East Coast.
That's it.
But there's
Buc-ee's road trip.
yeah, we'll hit them all. We'll hit them
That's
all.
it.
We'll hit them all. It's awesome. It was awesome. But yeah, I couldn't believe like the shit that they were selling in this place. There was like Christmas decorations and Buc-ee straws and all kinds of dumb stuff.
Interesting.
But yeah, and people and everybody's nice. Everybody's howdy. I don't know if Buc-ee's would work up in the Northeast.
Yeah.
I don't think that this
People are jerk offs up here.
region, could handle that. And I think that's why it works. It's that Southern charm
Okay.
thing. It's awesome. So anyway, Buc-ee's is legit. But by the
Buc-ee
time,
Beaver.
so then we finally got into Florida, and we stayed at Disney, and Disney's food has improved from where it was.
Yeah?
The food was never terrible, but I actually think that they've upped their game with their food. I don't have many meals down there that I didn't care for. Even like the quick service stuff has gotten better. Nothing's cheap, but
Now, do you think that's because less people are going and they have more time to prepare better food?
I think part of it is costs have gone up to go there, and for what they now charge to go, they feel they need to have a little bit of a better quality
Okay.
of food. It was never bad,
Right.
but like when we went to Universal last year, I thought the quick service restaurants in Universal were not good at all. I wasn't a fan of like when we had the burgers at
Right.
Krusty Burger. Like I thought it was terrible. A burger at Magic Kingdom is edible. It's good. Listen, it's not fantastic, but it's a better burger than Universal. I think the food at Disney blows away Universal as a whole. And it's also so much bigger. There's so many restaurants. It's just, and they really have something for everything. And I tried to hit places that I like. I went to a new place. I tried a steakhouse for the first time. I never had.
What was the name of that?
So that's the Yachtman Steakhouse. That's over at the Yacht Club. We did that the last night we were in Florida before we started the drive. Kind of like a nice dinner before we left.
Okay.
And it's a nice place. It's a little upscale. But it's not much more than like a Capitol Grill or
Okay.
It's like that level of pricing. I had a ribeye. I had the best French onion soup I've ever had in my life, though.
Really?
The French onion soup was fantastic. When you went to go eat it, it's not like like it's scalding.
Yeah.
Like you crack the cheese and it's just like hell comes out and you're like you look like an idiot trying to eat it. I was able to crack it. I got right into it. It was the best French onion soup I ever had. But they start their meal where they bring their bread service out and they have like a roasted garlic.
Okay.
And you spread it on, and that was really good. My son got shrimp cocktail, which is nothing special, but shrimp were nice size.
Good.
$23 or whatever it was for 5 shrimp, which I guess is not awful, especially where you are. And then I got a ribeye, and that's my steak. That's my go. That's where I go.
Right.
And it was very good. I have no complaints. The big steakhouse in Disney is Le Cellier, which is in EPCOT in Canada. And I thought this was just as good, maybe a little bit better because it's a little more exclusive. Is that a better word? Everybody in the theme park can go to Le Cellier.
Right.
A lot of people, anybody's been to Disney, it's not easy to go from hotel to hotel. So most people don't do that. You don't, because you got to take a bus to a park and they get on this. Or you're going to pay a $40 Uber.
Right.
We had the car, so we took advantage of it and we were able to just drive wherever we wanted.
And then when you have the car like that, do they offer free parking and stuff at the
Yeah,
different hotels? Now, is that because you're what's it called, a
DVC.
DVC?
So yes and no. So right after COVID, they decided they were going to start charging to park. It was
Okay.
always free, except DVC members were going to have that waived if they were staying on points. So if you paid for, and it was going to be like $25-$30 a night at a higher tier hotel. So like the All Star might have been 10 a night.
Hmm.
Yacht Club is 25 a night.
Right.
But that didn't go over well with people that have been going there,
Yeah.
and it didn't last long. So
Okay.
parking is free. I have to pay if I go to the park
Right.
to park my car, which I never did. I just took the bus or
Okay.
the Skyliner or whatever we had. But no, it's free to park, and as long as you have a reservation at the different hotel, because they know, then you don't pay to park
Okay.
unless you valet it. If you valet
That
it,
makes
then
sense. That makes sense. So, uh, what was the first restaurant you hit? Uh,
let's think. I mean, the first restaurant I hit was probably it was Rodeo Roundup at Hollywood Studios. So
okay.
Hollywood Studios opened up. It's a Toy Story themed restaurant, and it's barbecue. It's all
Nice.
and it's family style.
Okay.
So you would get sausage, chicken, ribs. There was something else in there. Brisket, and then so they put the big dish on the table. You got to pick 4 different sides. There was like 6 or 7 sides to pick from, and they give you 4 sides, and that's all unlimited. And then every table would get like these 3 different salads or whatever. Listen, it's not bad,
It
especially
sounds like a lot, dude.
it is. It was $45 a head, okay,
Okay.
which is for where you are, okay,
It's not bad.
in a newer place,
Did
and
you have
you're
to pay
full.
separate for drinks, or were drinks included in the 45?
Well, so
Like
did
like
all. Like
soda water, yeah.
I got an adult milkshake, which was like it was a peanut butter and jelly milkshake, but it was alcohol, and it was fantastic. It was a
Yeah?
peanut butter whiskey. It was fantastic. It was an adult peanut butter and jelly, I think is what they called it,
Interesting.
and it was $17. But but I'm like, you know what? We're on vacation.
Yeah.
So I got that, but anything else is included. And I think the reason that price is so cheap is because there's no characters. If they have Woody and all that walking
Yeah.
around, now you're up to 65 a head.
Okay.
You know, for kids, it probably would be nicer if they were there, but they always make sure that gets added into the price.
How was the atmosphere, regardless of them not having
Oh,
the characters?
it was really really cool in there.
Nice.
Like it's set up that you're a size of a toy, and like you're walking with the
Oh
toys,
yeah.
and they'll do a thing like Andy's coming, everybody's supposed to stand still. Like that. And you're like, and I'm like, I got like ribs and like shit driving out my face. I'm like, because if I move, my daughter's gonna yell at me.
Right.
So
Right.
I have to, but it's cool. Like, listen, Disney still does some things right as much as they do things wrong. And this is something that they really did right, and it was needed. Hollywood Studios needed someplace else to eat.
Mm.
You know, anybody that's been there, you got Sci-Fi and you got Primetime, and then a couple places that nobody else goes to. And that's what we used to do. We would pick back and forth. All right, we went here last time. Let's go here this time. So it was nice to try something different. Listen, the food's not the greatest barbecue ever, but it was good.
Nice.
The ribs were really good. The ribs were tender. I mean, and they give you these 3 different sauces on the table, so you're just trying, and I'm just eating.
Are they
I would
like
go back there
are they better than the Great Wolf Lodge ribs?
a little bit. Yeah, they were a little bit better. They were a little bit better. Yeah, you know, you were able to like eat them without having like soot drive down your face. They're a little bit better. We'll talk about that. It's an inside joke that we're going to let you all in later down the road. Even I was surprised the sausage was good, because you're like, what is this? It was a smoked sausage. It was a little wheel, and it was good. And they were quick to refill it. Like they don't
Nice.
care. They're just
Usually
turning them
family
out.
style is pretty slow. Like if you go to like
No, it was a good time. It's a cool atmosphere.
good.
I would recommend it if you're going down there to try that place out.
Nice. Now you said that even the quick service stuff was better this time around. Tell me a little bit about what.
So there's a place in Star Wars Land. All right, Galaxy's Edge, whatever it is. And I never tried this sandwich. And people always said it's a quick service. It's called a Bronto Raptor. And I said, you know what? I said, let me try it. And I did. And it's like a pita with like a sausage and like there's pork on it. dude, it was awesome. I was like,
That
I
sounds
can't
good.
believe. Yeah, I'm like, I can't believe I never had this. That was really good. We had, um, I ate a lot of junk too. Like I was just sitting there waiting because we were with friends of ours, so they were over, and I'm just sitting there. We're waiting to meet up with them. I'm like, oh, I want ice cream, so I went and I got this Dole Whip Sunday Sleeping Beauty thing
Oh,
or
Dole Whip
whatever.
is great. Yeah.
Dude, this thing. Wait, hold on.
It,
I just want to make sure I'm on the same page.
it's the pineapple ice cream.
Yeah, but this was like fancy. It wasn't just that. There was like it was like strawberry shortcake was in it, and like a raspberry Dole Whip and
Oh wow,
all
they had
kinds
different
of goodness.
flavors.
Yeah, it was
So
really really good.
when I was in
It had,
Hawaii, we went to the pineapple farm, like the whole Dole plantation, and they had Dole Whip there,
yeah,
and
it
it was
was
all pineapple flavor. I didn't know they had
yeah.
different
This
flavors.
one was it was lemon and wild berry.
Oh, that sounds like a
And
good
but with
combination.
this with the it had the cake underneath it, the strawberry shortcake underneath it, and then there was like some like compote. Listen, that was really good. Like I was like, wow, that was good. And then I got my daughter had some brownie sundae. It was just a fudge brownie sundae, and the brownie was like this big, and it was warm. So the brownie was warm with the ice cream on.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah,
home
we're
run
on
every time.
vacation. You just eat like a pig.
Nice.
So what I want to talk to you about this quick service place is every year Epcot does their food and wine thing. So I caught the tail end of it because they were starting their Christmas stuff. So we were like the last week, and I follow some of these other bloggers and stuff like that, and they were talking about, and don't roll your eyes, it's a pickle milkshake. So
Wait,
I said, I'm getting the pickle milkshake, if anything, just to say I had it. And everybody who knows me and who's watched this knows this. I'm a slob, and I'll eat anything at least once.
well, you did have that
Okay.
hot dog ice cream.
Yes, I did. And
Yeah.
then, and I don't, maybe I'd eat it again, but dude, it was good. All right. This
The,
pickle thing, I mean, it was bright green. Um, but
the-
I
was
don't
it
know how to
like a dill
explain
pickle
it.
or was it like bread and butter? Like what kind of
No,
pickle?
no, no. Like still
Oh,
kosher. What the fuck? I don't know. It wasn't bread and butter. It wasn't bread and butter. It was, but it was good. It was like vanilla ice cream with like this pickle something. I don't know if they just used pickle juice or what they
right.
did.
And
That
no,
was
no
good.
chunks of pickle in there.
No, very,
Oh, that's
very
good.
smooth, like velvet. And then they had
Interesting.
I got
I
that
might
and
try that.
peanut butter and jelly wings.
Peanut butter jelly wings.
Yeah. So it was like there was like a jelly. It wasn't actual jelly, but like a jelly type syrup
Okay.
on the bottom of the dish,
Okay.
and then the wings were tossed in a peanut sauce with like peanuts on them,
Mm,
and you would like dip it. They were tender. They were really good wings. They would have been good wings with anything on them.
wow.
But I said, you know what, I'll try that. So I
And
had
where
a
did you
pickle
get
milk.
that?
This was at the same stand in Epcot.
Okay.
So I had a pickle milkshake and peanut butter and jelly wings, and that was like my snack.
Wow.
Yeah, that was good.
I I, I can't. I don't even have a quite like pickle milkshake. I'm speechless.
Well, I like to try new things.
Yeah.
I like pickle. I'll buy like pickle flavor
Now
like
listen,
chips and shit.
I eat pickles. I love pickles, but I
Yeah,
don't know if I could eat a pickle milkshake.
you could. You could do
Yeah,
it. I
probably.
think you could do it. So that was good. Let's go through it. What else did I have? I had another snack. Oh, I had a limoncello. It was a limoncello float in Italy when I was walking around, and I was by myself because my family rolled on me one night because they wanted to go. They wanted to go see what Target was like in Orlando. Okay, I drove 16 hours, and they went to Super Target. All right, so I said, "You can go. I'm not leaving." So I'm walking around, and
Wait, they left the park to go to
they
Target?
rolled. They rolled. They were tired. Okay, it
Okay.
was. It was like 6:30. We were in the park from maybe like 11, and it rained a little bit, so they were a
Okay.
little craggy about their shoes or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not leaving. If you just
Right.
want to go, go. So I was walking around and corner of my eye, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. So it was a limoncello float. So it was limoncello was the liquid, and then it was a limoncello gelato with like a raspberry or something on it. And it was $19. Like I went, and then when I saw it, I went, wow, it was like tiny, like a little martini. It was, listen, it was delicious, but it was like a dollop of gelato with a shot of limoncello and a little bit of raspberry, and I tried to like savor it to make it last because I paid $19 for it. I would have gotten it again. That's how good it was, but it was like they get you coming, dude.
Yeah.
You know, they don't build rides.
I thought when you saw it, it was going to be worth it. Like it was going to be big.
Well, you always show you the picture on the thing
Yeah,
out
but
front, and then
yeah,
that's
there's
not what I got. And that was
not actual size.
no, they
Yeah.
didn't say enlarged by 30 on the picture. Like, shit. She came up to me. She's like, "Here you go, sir." I guess, and I'm like, "Fuck it."
No, I wanted the adult size.
Yeah, but it was very good. I mean, it was good. It was expensive. It's vacation.
Right.
You do what you do. So.
And then you went to another restaurant, right? Chef Art
Oh
Homecoming.
man.
What was
Art
that about?
Homecoming. So that's in Disney Springs. I've been trying to get a reservation at this friggin' place for like 4 or 5 years, and I can
5
never
years.
I can never get a reservation. Every time I go, by the time I get to my window to book, it's full.
Oh wow.
So, without giving my secrets away, I found a way to get a reservation.
Nice.
So we went, and man, it lived up to the hype. It was the greatest fried chicken I've ever had in my life.
So is that like their thing? Like they're doing
It's Southern
fried
cooking.
chicken,
So,
Southern cooking?
yeah,
All right.
they're Southern cooking. So I started with I got a moonshine flight, which was awesome.
Oh,
It was
nice.
like $32. It was a moonshine flight, and there was like 5 different ones. They were all like 120 proof or something crazy.
Oh yeah.
So, and mind you, we drove here. So I told him.
I guess Jamie drove home. Yeah.
No, she didn't. We were all right. It was the roads were empty. So it was. So the girl brings them all out, and she's going through them, and there was some better than others, whatever. But then she gives me this plastic cup, and she's like, "Now mix this one with this one, and mix this one with that one, and this is how they all taste." I guess
Oh,
if
wow.
they gave you like you would have like 25 glasses in front of you if you did it the way she wanted you to do it.
Okay.
So that was cool, and that was awesome. And I'm into flights, especially stuff like that. You know,
Mhm.
just to try to taste different things.
Yeah.
That, and then and they're known for is their deviled eggs. I don't know if you like deviled eggs. I love deviled eggs. Okay, I love deviled eggs, and these were fire. You got 6 of them. Nobody else would eat one. I kept begging
that's
everybody
great.
to taste one. So, and I one pop, like they were nothing.
Now, were you like the guy from Friday Night Lights when he was eating the eggs?
It was 6 bites.
Oh, that's not Friday Night Lights. That's the Replacements when they're eating the eggs.
Oh, that was that.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember the big Japanese.
Yeah, the big Asian dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Shane, I'm gonna be sick. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Yeah, I think they were just hard-boiled eggs, though. I don't think they
weren't deviled eggs. Yeah.
These deviled eggs were perfect. They were
Nice.
perfect. Jim's wife Chrissy makes deviled eggs, and I always thought hers were my favorite. And I'm sorry, Chrissy, I love you, but these are now my favorite.
So what in your opinion like makes a great deviled egg, right? Like so.
It's the filling.
Yeah.
It has to be done right. Sometimes the filling can be runny, or it could be like you have to mix it the right way. Like you could put too much mustard or too much pepper, and like that's all you taste now. You know what I'm saying? These were perfect, and the way that they whipped them, and it was perfectly piped and perfectly set in that egg.
Nice.
And they brought out the 6 eggs, and I pounded them down like they were nothing.
What do they rock you for 6 eggs? It's actually 3 eggs because it's 6 halves, right?
Yeah. I want to say $15.
Okay, I was gonna go 20, but
no, it was definitely under 20.
All right,
I want to say 15. Part of me thinks it might have been 17, but it was definitely under 20.
Okay.
And then when I was talking to the girl, I said to her, I said, listen, I said, I'm really looking at this country fried steak hard. Like, I really want that. I said, but I feel like I should get fried chicken. I said, you tell me what I should do here. And she says, country fried chicken is very good. She says, this is what we're known for. If you've never been here, get the fried chicken. So I got the fried chicken. Man, 3 big pieces, and then they had this hot honey that I was dipping it in the hot honey, and it was banging. It was so good. And we were sitting right near the kitchen, but out of the corner of my eye, I saw the chicken fried steak was hanging off the dish like this. It was gigantic.
Oh, it's like that veal parm that we had at
it was huge. Like it was legit hanging off the sides of the plate. So the portion sizes were big. It wasn't like my son got a sandwich and it was huge and he couldn't finish it. Jamie, I think it was like a Brady short rib, and I love short rib, but that's not why I was here.
Right,
like,
right.
I was here for something fried.
Yeah.
And the chicken was tender. And fried chicken can get dry, and this wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, this was juicy, but that hot honey it just hit. Like, that might be my favorite restaurant in all of Disney. Is that place?
Wow.
And
That's
I've eaten at a lot of different
yeah, that's
places. I
high
like a lot
praise.
of places. And we're going to talk about another place that I like a lot, which might be my second or third. This is hands down my favorite restaurant I've ever eaten in Disney.
Well, what's the next one? What's the next restaurant?
Is San Angel in the Mexico Pavilion
Okay.
in EPCOT. That's another place that I've been trying to go. The reason why I had to go before is because my family doesn't eat anything, and they never wanted to branch out and try this place until
They don't
finally
eat Mexican. They don't eat Mexican food.
I want to say it's in Taco Bell. This is
Oh,
authentic
right.
Mexican. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's authentic Mexican. And finally I said, we're going, and you can get chicken fingers for all I care, but I want to go here. So we went a couple years ago, and they liked it. So we went back, and they have this tortilla soup, and it's just
I like tortilla
awesome.
soup.
Yeah. So they give in, and the guy comes over, and he pours it in, and he pours the broth in and whatever. I always get that. There's cheese and all kinds of stuff. I always get a margarita when I'm in there. I think they clip me $28, but it is what it is. And I get the ribeye tacos. So
Okay.
and you assemble them. So they'll give you tortillas, and then they give you all the stuff in the dish, and it's all mixed already with the meat. And it's awesome. It's a cool atmosphere. I don't know if people have never been in there. Like, you go inside, and they make it like it's nighttime, and you're sitting in this village or whatever, like you're outdoors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool environment. I think that's part of why I like it, but I really like the food.
Nice. And then you went to a space place, right? Too.
Yeah. So again, EPCOT seems to have most of the restaurants, most of the countries.
Yeah. There's not much to do there.
No, but if you want to talk about Guardians for a second, that Guardians roller coaster is phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
100% home run in every aspect.
Now, where did they put that?
They knocked down. It's in EPCOT, and it's where Universal Energy was.
Okay.
It took them like 3 years to build this thing, but the cars spin and sideways, and the soundtrack, and dude, it was awesome. We wrote it, and they were playing Tears for Fears. So that was the song, and it's so cool. Like, they're all flying around you, but the way the car moves to the music, and the ride is.
Guardians has one of the best soundtracks, I think.
They do, and it fits perfect. They fit in EPCOT. They fit in Future World.
Great.
Guardians, fantastic. Oh, so we were talking about Space 220. I forgot where we were for a second.
That's all right.
So Space 220, I think, opened maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and they so the theme of the restaurant is you get in this elevator.
SB2, we are on our final approach.
Roger that. If you look above, you'll see Centauri Space Station coming into view. Once we dock, gather your belongings and exit through the open airlock. A Space 220 agent will be waiting for you.
SB2 cleared for arrival.
Gravity generator active.
Airlock activated.
Elevator, and it takes you on this all the way to the top, and the restaurant is in space over the Earth.
Okay.
So and the I don't even think we went up a floor, but the way that they do it, and I did take a video of it. They plug it in. So we're on the elevator, and so you go and you see the Earth below you, and you.
The Earth blew you?
How cool would that be? Could you imagine how cool that would be? The Earth below you, you see it below you.
Oh, you can't say it. You can't do that.
I think you can.
All right, we'll leave it in.
Okay. So that whole part, leave it. So that you get to the top and you go in. So the way it said is Disney's on this kick where a lot of the stuff that they build now is prefixed, which means like they're going to charge you X amount ahead, and then you have to pick between like one of these appetizers.
Oh, interesting.
I'm not a fan of all this. I think dinner there is maybe $80 or $90 a person. So we weren't doing that.
Yeah.
We were going to have that kind of dinner. One, I'm definitely losing money between my kids and
Right,
everything.
because they're not going to eat an appetizer.
They're
a meal,
not, and
a
even
dessert,
the kid. I
right.
think, and like I said, the kid cutoff is 9. So my daughter falls under that. My son doesn't. And I don't think the kids was much cheaper. The kid might have been 50.
Wow.
You know. So anyway, you can go up there. There's a lounge. So you can make a reservation to sit at the lounge, which is in the bar, and there's a couple tables around it, and then like bypass the big nut. We just wanted to go up there and see it, because once you get up there, it's cool. There's all windows around you, and you see space, and you say Earth is in the corner, and like you can see the moon, and it's cool. So you feel like you're supposed to feel like you're in space, and when you look outside, it's just like people floating and weird stuff. So we went and we sat at the bar, and I had an old fashioned, and it was called Black Hole Fashion. And it was cool. Like the presentation was cool. Like he did it with the smoke gun and all that, and he comes out. And that was a good drink, and I think that was $18.
Oh, it's not bad.
It's not bad. You know, not for where you are. And that's standard for most places is $18 to $20. But I got this grilled octopus thing.
Oh, I love octopus.
You know what? Because I said, I want to try something to eat while I'm up here. So I got this grilled octopus, and guess what? It was really, really good. It was tender. It was weird presentation though, because it was over like chips or something. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, but it was very tender. It wasn't really, a large portion, because I think it's a picky. You're sitting at the bar.
Okay.
But that was really good. It's a cool atmosphere. I don't know if it's worth that kind of money to go sit and eat dinner. I've heard mixed reviews on what the food is for dinner. Lunch is a little cheaper.
Okay.
But it's cool to check out. So I would advise people to go and try to get a reservation at the lounge just so you can go up there.
Dude, speaking of octopus, I had octopus in Costa Rica twice. That's it for part 1 of the vacation extravaganza. So make sure you follow so you can get notified when part 2 comes out, and we can talk about that Costa Rican octopus. Thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us for more info.